minus v square by u square into u, है ना? See properly that expression. Will ask you something about that relation. In your batch syllabus, more problem है. You people are not supporting. Yesterday we thought to conduct class. You people have holiday, but one or two told that they having school. So school focus here. Your this. Don't say syllabus problem. Otherwise, we'll send you notes. Notes you read. That will be. Okay. That is also no. Extra class also no. How syllabus will complete? Praneshwar? How syllabus will complete? So we have discussed Vi is equal to minus V by U whole square into VU vector, right? Now this minus sign, what it indicate here? Minus sign opposite direction. This you have to now keep in mind, and you tell me concave mirror. Properly, see, don't write anything, Chotu last bench, Chotu Tambi, whatever. So don't write, This is concave mirror. This is somewhere focus, center of curvature. Now tell me, if object moving from minus infinity to focus, object moving from minus infinity to focus, how image will move? How image will move? Image formation also we discussed, now you should answer. And this expression also there. This object moves from minus infinity to focus, yes or no? How image moves, sir? Focus to plus infinity. Right side will go up. You know this minus sign implies what? Direction. If object moves to this side, so image will move what? Opposite. Image formation also we discussed. Tell me, when object at minus infinity, where image forming here? Focus. Object beyond center of curvature, where image? Between minus infinity and center of curvature, where image? Between C and F, na? If object between minus infinity and C, it means beyond C, then where image? Between C and F. If object at C, where image? When object between C and F, where image? Means object coming this side, na? So image going away or not? Same you can understand by this relation also. If object moves from infinity to focus, image moves from focus to minus infinity, means image moves like this. This is for real image we are talking about. Real image will form or not in this? Yes or no? Minus infinity to focus, real image forming, na? Achha, now tell me, if object moves between F and P, object moves now focus to polar, how image will move? Object moves from focus to pole, not pole, between focus to pole. How image will move? First, you tell me this minus sign implies opposite direction or not? Image between focus and pole, if object place, where image will be real, virtual? Virtual image will be, yes or no? Achha, virtual image. So you know, if object moving from focus to pole right side, then how image will move? Left side, na? Opposite direction or not? Opposite direction. Now opposite direction from where to where? Any location is the right side? Any location like where to where? Right side, nothing we know. We don't know the position. So what maximum value we can take? Plus infinity. If object moves from focus to pole, how image will move? Plus infinity to pole, yeah. Plus infinity to. And you can verify at pole. If you consider at pole, if you assume object kept at the pole, what is u value? Zero. So v also should come zero, na? Then only we can say image also at pole. Na? We have mirror formula 1 by v plus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. I can write that 1 by v equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. If u is 0, v we are finding. So tell me 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. u 0, 1 by 0 is what? Infinity. 1 by f minus infinity is what? Infinity. Na? Something you subtract from minus infinity, it will be minus infinity only. Na? So here, this will be minus infinity plus whatever. Now 1 by v is minus infinity. So 1 by minus infinity is v or not? So 1 by infinity is nothing but what? 0. So v also be getting 0. So you have to know in concave mirror, if object moves from minus infinity to focus, image moves from focus to minus infinity. That is real image we are discussing. And when object moves from focus to pole, image moves from plus infinity to pole. Okay. Achha, now same thing we want to discuss in convex mirror. This is convex. In convex mirror, tell me if rays are parallel to principal axis. When object at minus infinity discussed, where image forming at? Tell me. Focus. If object anywhere between minus infinity and pole, where image? Between C and P. Sorry, between P and F, na? Pole and focus. Now tell me if object moves to this side, minus infinity to pole, how image will move? If here this were focus somewhere, how image will move? Tell me. Yes or no? Convex mirror virtual image will form or not? Yes or no? Right side or left side image will be? Image will be right side, na yaar? Opposite direction. Achha, so if object moves from minus infinity to pole, how image? When object minus infinity, where image forming? At focus. An object between minus infinity and pole, image between P and F. We have already made this diagram. We proved just now if object at pole, where image? If object at pole, image. If object moving from minus infinity to pole, where image moving here? Getting my point what I'm telling? Understanding everyone? Direction is opposite, no doubt in this. But here position is limited P to F only. Clear there? Point right down. Right, in concave mirror, this AC on this. In concave mirror, if object moves from minus infinity to focus, if object moves from minus infinity to focus, image moves from focus to minus infinity. Image moves from focus to bracket real image. Below this, next point. In concave mirror, if object moves from focus to pole, image moves from plus infinity to pole. Plus infinity, why telling? Because we don't know any position right side. Maximum value from plus infinity to pole in bracket virtual image. Okay, virtual image. Next point. In convex mirror, convex mirror. If object moves from minus infinity to pole, object moves from minus infinity to pole, image moves from focus to pole. Image moves from focus to pole. In bracket, virtual image. Every time you have to know direction of object and image velocity must be opposite. Now it depends whether real image is there or virtual image is there, and only right side, only left side image and object is there, or only or left or right side is there. This is clear to everybody. Understood now? This minus sign, whether plane mirror you see or curved mirror you see, minus sign coming in both. Yes or no? Minus implies direction of object and image velocity opposite. So this is about, you'll find in package one question given. I have told already that here one car, this is convex mirror, rear view mirror, and this side ambulance coming here. This position given, object position given, ambulance position given, ambulance velocity also given. Ambulance is object velocity given. U is given, position of object given, focal length of this mirror given. So first what you will find here? V, image velocity. And after getting image, V image, after getting image distance, that you can apply this relation, you can find what velocity of image. With what velocity this ambulance approaching this car, that you can find. Clear here? Image velocity you can find, okay? Object velocity and everything. Heading right down refraction. So reflection part we have finished completely. Everything understood here in reflection? Each and every point discussed. Now reflection, today you can start working questions from reflection and plane mirror, curved mirror, any question you will able to answer. In NEET 2018 direct mirror formula based question asked, 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by L. In NEET 16 magnification, like values we have written, m greater than 0, less than 0, so they have given m equal to minus 1 by 2, real image, virtual image, magnified, diminished, so you can answer. Write down refraction. Online students understood here? Reflection part understood?
Yes, sir.
Write down refraction. Now, see that in refraction, ray will pass from one medium to other medium. This basic theory you have studied in 9th, 10th class also, like, if first thing that bending of ray of light, when ray goes from one medium to other, maybe rarer to denser or denser to rarer, bend of ray, suppose rarer to denser going, so what will happen? Bends towards, otherwise it bends what? Denser to rarer. So the bending of ray of light passing from one medium to other medium is called what? Refraction. Now why refraction phenomena takes place? Anybody? Why refraction takes place? Because speed of light is different in different medium. Medium changes, then wavelength changes, and wavelength changes, then speed will change, and speed changes because of that refraction taking place here. Mathematically also we will prove that why it is bending and how much angle it is bending. That also we'll discuss. So here that because the speed of light is different in different medium, due to this refraction taking place. Now, in which, suppose one example, one diagram I make. This is rarer medium, this is denser medium. This is normal. Ray incidenting here, here it is refracting. Here second diagram making. Normal, ray incident and ray reflecting. Rarer medium, denser medium, different mediums are there. If here speed of light is 3 into 10 power 8, and here speed of light is 2 into 10 power 8, first diagram. Here speed of light is 3 into 10 power 8, and here speed of light is 1 into 10 power 8. Now tell me in which diagram more refraction taking place? How you know in second one? More change in speed of light. This is more denser compared to this one or not? How you define denser? If speed of light less in medium, that medium we call what? Denser. Medium in which speed of light more we call what? Rarer medium. So greater in difference in speed of light, greater will be amount of refraction. Here difference you see how much you will get here? 2 into 10 power 8. And here difference how much here? 1 into 10 power 8. And this medium if you compare, so this is more denser compared to this. By other way also, by refractive index also we will discuss how denser they are. So point by point, write down first point. Right. The phenomena of bending of ray of light. The phenomena of bending of ray of light. Phenomena of bending of ray of light when it passes from one medium to other medium. When it medium called refraction. Phenomena of bending of ray of light when it passes from one medium to other medium called refraction. Second point, write down. Refraction phenomena takes place. Refraction phenomena takes place because speed of light is different in different medium. Speed of light is different in different medium. Refraction phenomena takes place because speed of light is different in different medium. Okay. Next point. Greater in difference of speed of light. Greater in difference of speed of light. Greater will be amount of refraction. Greater in difference of speed of light. Greater in difference of speed of light. Greater will be amount of refraction. Greater in difference of speed of light, greater amount of refraction. Next point. Next point, I don't. Medium in which speed of light is more. Medium in which speed of light is more called optically rarer medium. Called rarer medium internet. Medium in which speed of light is more called rarer medium. Rarer medium. And in which speed of light less, called denser medium. Speed of light less called denser medium. Clear? Next point. Now you know if you are studied, if ray goes from rarer to denser, what will happen here? If ray goes from rarer to denser, it bends towards it. Now we'll see here with the diagram. See everyone. Ray goes from rarer to denser. This is normal. This side here rarer, this side denser. Ray goes from rarer to denser, so it bends towards the normal. This angle, you know what is this angle here? Angle incidence. Incident ray, and this is normal. This angle is what here? Angle of refraction. Now tell me, if denser medium not present, only rarer medium is there, then tell me ray will follow which path here? Ray will follow original path or not? If medium not present, then you know that ray will go like this only, yes or no? Ray will go like this. How much angle it deviated here? Angle of deviation, can anybody tell me? This is I. Tell me. So what about this total angle? Total angle how much? I na. This na. This everybody know na. Opposite angle. So this is I. So I am writing. But this much angle deviated na. Yes or no? This angle deviated. That is nothing but what angle of deviation. Now can I write del plus R equal to I? Can I write this? Del plus R is equal to what? I. What is del? I minus R. So this much angle ray is what? Deviated when it goes from rarer to denser medium. Now reverse. See everyone after you can write. Reverse. If suppose ray goes from denser to rarer medium. This is denser and this is rarer. Ray goes from denser to rarer medium. This is normal. Here we can see that this is incident ray. Denser to rarer. You know this is angle of incidence. Tell me denser to rarer means what? Bends away from the normal like this. This angle is what? Angle of refraction. Now if suppose rarer medium not present, only denser is there. So ray will follow original path or not? Yes. Means ray will go like this or not? Yes or no? Yes. This angle is I. So can anyone tell me what is this angle? I. Is I only or not? Yes. About this, this. I. Now this much angle extra it deviated or not? Yes. This much angle deviated extra. That is nothing but what? Del. Can you tell me? Del plus I, what I can write? Del plus I, can I write R? Del plus I equal to R. What is del here? R minus R. When ray goes from denser to rarer, deviation R minus I. When ray goes from rarer to denser, deviation is what? I minus R. If I want to write this as a single line, so tell me magnitude of deviation is same or not? Modulus if I take I minus R or R minus I, magnitude will be same or not? Yes or no? So I can say when ray goes from one medium to other, then deviation how much are? Modulus of deviation is equal to I minus R, you write, or R minus I. No problem. Yes or no? This much deviation. So first point write down, ray goes from rarer to denser. What you have written? Okay, make the diagram. Make. See refraction from now to till last optical instrument. Refraction only you will use everywhere. Right? So properly once learn that when ray bend away, when towards refractive index relation, Snell's law. Completed. Sir, what you throwing? Completed everyone? So you have written one point. What you have written? Ray goes from rarer to denser. Not wrote anything. Write down point. And when ray of light goes from rarer to denser medium. When ray of light goes from rarer to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. It bends towards the normal. It bends towards the normal. And when ray of light goes from denser to rarer, when ray of light goes from denser to rarer, it bends away from the normal. away from the normal. Clear? Clear? Everybody clear with this? Okay. Now, diagram made na everyone? Deviation based question you can get here, huh? 30, 45 different. In statement form, if they write that when ray goes from one medium to the deviation modulus of I minus R, then correct this. Okay, modulus I minus R or R minus I, correct. Now, see that one important parameter we are going to discuss now, that is refractive index, RI. Notation for this, you know, mu, R you'll find in NCERT, N also there, N. Refractive index. See that, see everybody, after that you write, refractive index is characteristics of any medium. In any medium, how much speed of light is there, that who decides a refractive index. You all have studied one relation, if you remember, speed of light in a medium is equal to speed of light in vacuum divided by what? Refractive index. Studied or not? More refractive index means, tell me, more refractive index means less speed. And if less refractive index means what? More speed. So V is equal to C by mu, or you can say that mu is equal to what? C by V. Ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium, that is nothing but what? Refractive index. Mu is equal to C by V. So first you all tell me that mu is characteristics of medium which decides speed of light. Can we write that mu inversely proportional to V? Yes or no? C is constant, na? C is constant. So mu inversely proportional to V. More mu, less V. Less mu means more V. Achha, second thing you tell me, what is the unit and dimension of mu? What is unit and dimension of mu? No unit, na? Mu is ratio of two speed, na? Yes or no? So it is unitless and dimensionless constant value. See, after that you write unitless, dimensionless, constant value. Achha, mu value. You know, no material medium has speed greater than the speed of light. Speed of light is highest, na? Yes or no? Yes. You know that C is always greater or equal to what? V. Yes or no? Yes. Understanding this? V is speed of light in medium, na? In medium, speed of light can never be greater than what? Speed of light. So tell me C by V, can I write always greater or equal to 1? Yes. What is C by V? Mu. V is nothing but mu. So mu always greater or equal to 1 or not? Means third thing here, mu always greater or equal to 1. Tell me for which medium mu is equal to 1? Anybody? We know mu equal to 1 for not air. Air mu is not 1. Vacuum or free space. Vacuum or free space. Mu greater than 1 for other than vacuum or free space. Any medium is there. Mu value is what? Greater than. Clear at this point? Clear to everybody? First write down one definition, right? Refractive index. It is the characteristics of medium. It is the characteristic of medium which decides the speed of light in it. It is the characteristic of medium which decides speed of light in it. Speed of light in it. Note it down this. Completed?
Yes.
Completed, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Now write down types of refractive index.
Sir, can you repeat the definition alone, sir?
Now it is characteristics of medium which decides speed of light in it. Which decides speed of light in it. Okay? Now see types of refractive index. See here, don't write, huh? Refractive index. From now I told you till optical instrument refractive index only will appear, the Snell's law everywhere. So properly you should know which type of refractive index you will use. So you will find that two type of refractive index you will use in expression. One is absolute refractive index. Absolute. Just in front, absolute BBQ open. Saw anyone? Absolute BBQ, yeah. Huh? Anybody know? When? No. Absolute refractive index. And one is relative refractive index. See, absolute meaning is what? Refractive index of medium with respect to vacuum. One medium is fixed, that is what? Vacuum. So if I write, see here everyone notation for this, mu medium. Good, hello. What this? Keep aside later after this class. Mu medium, mu vacuum. This also represented here. Vacuum refractive index how much here? 1. Here you see mu medium. Refractive index of medium with respect to vacuum is written as mu medium mu vacuum, which we also can write mu medium divided by mu vacuum. Vacuum refractive index we know how much are 1. So that if anywhere mu medium vacuum written, it means nothing but mu medium. Or you will find somewhere that mu medium nothing mentioned here, it means what is there here? Vacuum 1. Like some example I will give you. Mu air. Nothing mentioned. What is this? Air refractive index with respect to what? Vacuum. And this value 0.003 is slightly greater than what? Vacuum. If I ask you mu glass, 10th class you people have studied this, 3/2 studied or not? 1.5. Mu water is what? 4/3, 1.33. So one more value you have to know which has maximum refractive index, that is diamond. How much this value are? 12/5. This is around 2.4. Books 2.4. Remember 12/5. Maximum refractive index for the diamond. That's why critical angle for diamond air is very less. Diamond is sparkle because critical angle for diamond air is what? Very less. If any ray incident more than the critical angle, it will TIR. TIR will happen. Total internal. So this absolute refractive index. Here you have to know that absolute refractive index can never be equal to 1, can never be less than 1. Always absolute refractive index is what? Greater than 1. Yes or no? So here absolute refractive index you have to know always greater than 1. Absolute refractive index, or I will say mu medium, always greater than 1. Always. If I ask you about relative refractive index, relative. See, relative meaning is what? Refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. If suppose glass refractive index with respect to air, glass refractive index with respect to glass, Okay, so refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, which is also represented as mu 21. Mu 21 means medium 2 with medium 1, which also you can write here mu 2 divided by what? Mu 1. Second thing here, that relative refractive index value can be greater than 1, less than 1, or equal to 1. Here if I see mu to 1 value, relative refractive index value, this value can be less 1. Okay, here like I'll ask, suppose mu water glass. Tell me what is the refractive index of this? Some examples. Mu water glass, what you will write? Mu water divided by mu glass. Mu water how much are? 4 by 3. Mu glass how much? 3 by 2. How much you will get here? 8 by 9 or not. If I ask you mu glass water, what you will I tell me? Mu glass divided by what? Mu water, and you will find here what? 3 by 2 by 4 by 3, 9 by 8. Reciprocal or not here? So we can also write here mu 2 1 is reciprocal of what? Mu 1 2. Clear? This relation also you have to know. So this one absolute means with respect to vacuum, relative means medium 2 with respect to medium. Note it down everyone. Completed everybody? Completed. Completed. Write down below this. Factors affecting refractive index. Factors affecting refractive index. Factors affecting refractive index. Now see on what factor that refractive index depends. So first factor is what? Tell me if I ask that rarer medium is there. Medium is rarer. Then refractive index more or less here?
Less.
If rarer medium is there, refractive index more or less?
Less.
See, mu is equal to C by V, right? Or V is equal to what? C by mu. In rarer medium speed is what? More. In rarer medium speed more. So mu value should be what? Less. In denser medium, tell me. V value is what? Less. So mu value should be what? More. So tell me, refractive index depends on which medium? Refractive index depends on type of medium or not? whether rarer medium or denser medium, whether ray goes from rarer to denser or denser to rarer, है ना? So the factor is what? It depends on nature of incidence and refracted medium. First point write down. First point depends on, it depends on nature of incidence and refracted medium. Nature of incidence and refracted medium. Nature of incidence and refracted medium in bracket rarer and denser. Rarer and denser. है ना? Second point. See, we have discussed just now that mu is inversely proportional to V, right? V. Now, you remember that this expression you studied V equal to F lambda. Studied that? Wave speed is what? F lambda. In any medium, speed of wave is V equal to F lambda. You know, F is frequency of, earlier also I think I have discussed this. F is what? Frequency of source. If source not changing, tell me, this is rarer medium, this is denser medium, this is normal. Ray is incidenting in this and then refracting. For both incident ray and refracted ray, tell me, source is same or not? Sun is the source, na? From sun, if you assume light coming here, then from sun, this ray also as well as this ray, both are part of the same source or not? Is source changing in this case?
No, sir.
So if source not changing means what will not change? Frequency. Frequency is property of source. Clear? Hai? What about wavelength? Wavelength property of what? Medium. If medium changes, then what will change? Wavelength will change. And if wavelength change, frequency not change, then velocity will change. Lambda increase, then V will increase. Lambda decrease, then V will decrease. Yes or no? Understanding this, everybody? Two things, Anna. Keep in mind, frequency is property of source and wavelength is property of medium. Medium changes, wavelength will change, speed will change. Frequency, source not changing, so frequency will not change. If source changing, frequency will change. Okay. So here, see, mu inversely proportional to V. We know V is equal to what? F lambda. V equal to what? F lambda. See, everybody, don't write. V equal to what? F lambda. Now, same source is there, F is same. So can I say that mu also inversely proportional to lambda? Yes or no? Means mu inversely proportional to V and inversely proportional to what? Lambda. Because V directly proportional to what? Lambda. It means, you see, mu depends on color of light. Color of light. Suppose 3 color light incident here. One red color, one violet color, one blue color. Acha, in EM spectrum we have discussed. In EM, you tell me 7 colors are there or not?
Yes, sir.
How wavelength increase? Tell me in which order?
Maximum for
Anna, lambda. Wavelength for red color is what? Maximum. If wavelength is maximum for red color, then tell me refractive index of the red color is more or less?
less.
Mu inversely proportional to what? Lambda. Means if I say lambda r greater than lambda v, what about mu? Mu r will be, refractive index depends on color of light also. Depends on what? Color of light. That red color has different refractive index. Violet color has different refractive index. Okay, note it down. So that's second point. It depends on color of light. It depends on color of light in bracket wavelength lambda. It depends on color of light in bracket lambda. I've noted down this. Online students understood this? Hello. Okay. So mu depends on color of light. Clear? Completed, everyone?
1 minute.
Completed?
Yes.
Now third factor is what? See that uh, mirage concept. Mirage or looming. Studied in 9th, 10th class. Looming. Sip. Sip will appear in what? Air. Looming. And in mirage, false image will form. If here tree is here, and you are here, Praneshwar here, in hot summer days. Now, in car or bike, Praneshwar? Car or bike? Bike, car. No, anybody. Don't. No, suppose one boy here. Now here tree is there, vertical. For vertical only that a vertical object only that false image will form, that we called optical illusion also. So this is ground. If from long distance, if you see in hot summer days, you will find that this tree will appear you somewhere here like this. False image will form. This is because of what? A decrease in refractive index. Air which is near to earth surface, because of increase in temperature, the refractive index of the air which is near to earth surface, that decreases. What I mean to say, that refractive index also depends on temperature. There is no any relation how mu depends on temperature, whether it is inversely proportional or inversely proportional to T square, or there is no relation for this. But you have to know, as if temperature increases, refractive index decreases. Okay, so that refractive index also affected by what? Temperature. Right, one point. It depends on temperature. It depends on temperature. It depends on temperature. That as temperature increases, refractive index decreases. As temperature increases, refractive index decreases. Later in TIR application, we will discuss mirage and looming. Looming what? Temperature decrease. In colder, that if temperature less, then only you'll find looming, and if more temperature, then mirage concept. Okay, these are three factors, sir. Everybody understood this? Refractive index understood? Now you are ready for the Snell's law. All these things required for the Snell's law. Refractive index, types of refractive index, how mu depends on wavelength, how mu depends on speed. Okay, heading right down is Snell's law. Snell's law. Now you all tell me first one thing. Laws of refraction you studied, na? Laws of refraction. Reflection law we discussed, na? Laws of refraction you studied in 10th class. What are the laws of refraction? I equal to R. Laws of refraction I'm asking. Incident ray, refracted ray, and normal are line same plane. This first one. Second one. Second one is nothing but Snell's law, na? Second one is the Snell's law, na? So one is incident ray, refracted ray, and normal all lie in same plane. That everybody know, na? Know this? And second one is Snell's law. Both are laws of what? Refraction. This is not any new thing. Write down Snell's law. See everybody. Suppose this is interface which separate the two media, not social media. Hmm? This is normal. This is incident ray, and this is refracted ray. See, after that you write here. And sir, don't write. Yes. This is incident ray and refracted ray. This angle is what? I. This angle is what? R. This I am considering this first medium, rarer medium, and this is what? Denser medium. Some are sleeping also. This boy is sleeping. See, red color. Then by closing eye, to whom you are remembering? Huh? You closed eye or not? This I am asking. Stand for 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, sit. Don't sleep. Next class is sleep. Whose class? First class. These are mathematical, na? Yeah. The I and this is R. See everybody. This rarer medium, second one denser medium. Here, if I consider that here refractive index is what? Mu1. And here refractive index is what? Mu. So tell me that mu1, mu2, what relation here? Which is greater? Mu2 greater than mu1 or not? Denser medium means refractive index is what? More. Speedless. So mu2 greater than mu1. This I considered in this case. If here speed of light in this first medium is v1. Is v1. And here speed of light is what? v2. Here wavelength of the light is what? Lambda 1. And here wavelength of the light is what? Lambda 1. Now we have to apply Snell's law here. Snell's law means ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the angle of reflection. You know this is normal, है ना? Sine of angle of incidence means sine I divided by sine R is equal to constant for a given medium. This constant we call what? Relative refractive index. What we call this constant? Relative refractive index. Mu21. Mu21. Here, see, ray incidence in first medium na, and refraction in second medium. So that mu21, second here, relative refractive index means what? Where refraction taking place, that medium, where and where incidence, that is mu1. So sin I by sin R is equal to mu2. Tell me mu2 in terms of speed, what you can write here? Mu2 in terms of speed. 1 by v2 you can write mu2. About Pagal tell mu is equal to c by v studied here. Mu equal to c by v studied. So mu2 what I will write? C by v2 can I write? So mu2 I will write here c by v2. What is mu1? C by v1. Now c cancel, what you will get? v1 by v2. v1 you tell me, is source changing here?
No, sir.
Source not changing here, medium only changes, है ना? So v1 what I can write in terms of lambda, tell me? F lambda 1. Frequency constant here. What I will write? v2, tell me? F lambda 2. F get cancel, what I will write here? Lambda 1 by lambda 2. This is the complete expression of Snell's law in terms of wavelength, in terms of speed, in terms of refractive index. Sin I by sin R is equal to mu2 by mu1 equal to v1 by v2 equal to lambda 1 by. Now you can see from this clearly mu. See mu2 by mu1 and here v1 by v2. So mu inversely proportional to v or not?
Yes, sir.
Mu inversely proportional to v. And v directly proportional to lambda or not?
Yes, sir.
So this here I will write directly proportional to v directly proportional to mu inversely proportional to lambda. This is the answer. Write down this everybody. Statement no need to write, है ना? Just sin I by sin R, this expression you write it. Completed?
No, sir.
Completed everybody?
Yes, sir.
This is nothing but law of refraction, है ना? Part of law of refraction. Now, one more point I want to discuss. After that, we'll start applications of refraction. See that reflection and refraction, if we see the difference here, reflection and refraction. See that if this is in reflection, you see any mirror you take, plane mirror, convex mirror or concave mirror. Tell me, after reflection, ray will return back to the same medium or not?
Yes, sir.
Before I complete statement, Professor telling, I not completed. I only told after reflection. First, what I told? Huh? Okay. See that here. Yeah. First, listen, la. Okay. If here ray incident, return back to the same medium, plane mirror, concave mirror you take, ray parallel to principal axis, return back to the same medium after reflection,
Yes.
concave, convex mirror you take, ray, tell me in all these three cases, ray return back to the same medium or not? You know, one part is silvered, so ray cannot cross to what? They cannot go to other medium. Now tell me, after ray returning back to the same medium. So first tell me, medium changes or not?
No medium.
Incidence and reflection, medium not changes. Na? Medium not changes means lambda will remain same or not? Yes or no? Source is same or not? For reflected and incidence ray, for both coming from, both are part of same source, na? Yes or no? So source not changing means what? Frequency also not changing. See, V equal to F lambda. In section C, for 5 questions you will find from this. Wavelength not changing because medium is same. Frequency not changing because source is same. So what about the speed?
Same.
V will also be same or not? V equal to F lambda, na? F not changing, lambda not changing, so V will also not change. In reflection, V, F, lambda all remain what? Same.
Same.
How many of you understood this? Online students. Online students, how many of you understood that in reflection, lambda, V and F all remain same? 24 only waking, right? Okay, now see for the refraction, everybody. Don't talk, huh? Show to you beside Peninsula. What you talking? You sit here. Tell me. This is a interface which separate two medium. Now, here we have discussed just now. If ray incident, it refract. What changes here? Medium. Medium changes, then what changes? Lambda changes, है ना? Lambda changes, then what changes? What is constant in this?
Frequency is constant.
So if they ask in refraction, which parameter constant? Frequency. In reflection, which parameter constant? All three: speed, frequency, and okay. अच्छा, in reflection, phase changes यार. 11th class you people studied. Phase change by 180. In wave you have studied, if you remember, this is rigid support, and here if wave incident like this, then wave will return like this or not? Studied this?
Yes, sir.
Phase change by how much? 180 degree
180
from denser medium, from rigid support. If any free end is there, if any rarer medium is there, then no phase change. Studied or not this?
Yes, sir.
In a refraction phase will not change yet. Ray going na, ray is not changing. Okay, so this you have to know about the reflection and refraction difference. Some questions you'll find from the right on point. In reflection, ray returns back to the same medium. Ray returns back to the same medium. Ray returns back to the same medium. So lambda comma v, lambda comma v does not change. Lambda comma v, wavelength and speed do not change. And source is the same. And source is the same. So frequency does not change. Source is the same, so F does not change. Okay. So directly you can see in reflection all remain what are? All remain same. Next point, in refraction, medium changes. So lambda and v changes. Lambda comma v changes while frequency remains same. Frequency remains same in bracket because source is same. Frequency remains same because source is same. Okay. Huh? 2 o'clock, who is calling? Amma calling, I think, huh? 8 or not. Write down. Next heading, write down applications of refraction. Applications of refraction. Here we'll see how to apply this Snell's law, and so many practical examples are there. Like you all have studied this. If a coin is kept at the bottom of the tank or bottom of the bucket or river, so it appears to raise some height. It appears some, suppose this is object here, actual depth is h, so it will appear somewhere here. Apparent depth, this one, h dash. So this is because of what? Refraction. Multi-slab systems are there. Multi-slabs. So many slabs are there, different medium they are made up of. If object placed here, then and you are here, observer here, so you will find that object will be displaced there somewhere. Suppose somewhere here it will appear. So many natural phenomena are there, like twinkling of stars, sunrise, sunset, that actually it is below horizon, but it appears where? Above horizon because of refraction. So all these we will discuss. First, write down application of refraction. First part, first application. Refraction through a glass slab. Refraction through a glass slab. In bracket, lateral shift. Lateral shift. Or displacement. Lateral shift you say, or displacement. This also 10th class you studied. Only diagram is there in 10th class. Now we will derive the expression for this delta shift. See everybody, don't derive. Time is there, na? Up to 15, na? For this you will open mouth. If any. Okay, see. This is glass slab. Yeah. If suppose ray is incidenting with any angle, not normally. This is normal. We assume this normal. Ray incident here, some angle. This has refractive index mu, suppose, and this has thickness is what? T. T is the thickness. Now, ray goes from rarer to denser. What will happen here? Bends towards the normal. Towards the normal means lights, right? So again here, at this point, refraction will take place. Ray goes now from denser to rarer, so it bends away from the normal. Away means lights, right? Away from the normal. This angle, angle of incidence. This angle is what? Refraction. This is R. What about this angle? R only, na? Because ray normal or parallel. So this is R. This angle how much? This we don't know, so we assume I dash. This we don't know, we assume I dash. Now you tell me, if slab not present, then how ray will go? If slab not present, then ray will follow original path. Means ray will go like this. Like this ray will go. Now see, because of the slab, 2-point refraction takes place. This path shifted. The actual path is what? This dotted line. But emergent path is what? You see that this emergent ray and this original ray. There is shift or not between these two rays? If we draw a perpendicular distance, if we draw perpendicular from emergent ray to this original path, this distance is nothing but what? Lateral shift. X is nothing but what? Lateral shift. Now first we have to know. Tell me this original path. Original ray means this incident ray. This part of incident ray, is incident ray, and this is what? Emergent ray. Tell me, emergent ray and incident ray always parallel? Or there is condition for this? This emergent ray and this incident ray always parallel? So here we have to know that this is not always parallel. There is some condition for it. Here by seeing diagram you will say that parallel. We have not proved. First, mathematically we should know that how they are parallel. If we prove that they are parallel, means some angles should be equal. Achha, here if I consider this is normal point here, normal. Tell me this angle. Can anybody tell me this angle how much? This total angle? I. This total angle is I, no problem. If this is I, what about this angle here?
I, sir.
I. And if this is I, what about this angle?
I.
Now tell me, if I prove I equal to I dash, then both ray will be parallel or not?
Yes, sir.
If I prove I equal to I dash, then only we can say both ray are parallel. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So here we will apply Snell's law. Here, if I give name, this is A and this is B and this is C. So I am applying Snell's law at A point here. A point. Tell me what I will write here. Sin I divided by what? Sin R equal to, here what is there? Here nothing given means what? Here what I will write? Tell me, mu by 1 or not? This is equation number 1. If I apply Snell's law at B point, expression here what I will write? What is I here at B point? What is I? I is I dash, R na pagal. B point refraction. Ray goes from denser to rarer now. So sin r divided by what?
Sin
I dash is equal to mu2. What is mu2 here? What is mu2 here? 1 or second medium. Mu2 by mu1. 1 by mu. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Snell's law you applying at B pointer. You seen a ray going from where to where? Denser to rarer going there. So refractive index of rarer second medium by first medium. Second medium, that only that here you should know how to apply this Snell's law. Sin I by sin r everywhere, not that mu by 1 or 1 by mu. Now you tell me if I reciprocal this, what I will get if I reciprocal this equation? I dash equal to mu by 1 equation number 2. Compare equation 1 and 2. Compare equation 1 and 2. Right side same or not? Equation 1 and 2 right side same or not? Mu by 1. Left side, so if right side same, so left side also should be same or not?
Yes, sir.
Sin r same or not?
Yes, sir.
So sin I dash should be equal to sin I or not?
Yes,
It means
sir.
I dash equal to I or not?
Yes, sir.
No. Here I am getting that I. Then we can say now these rays are parallel. Now listen everyone. If instead of here air, see here air, if here water is there, if here water there, then tell me instead of 1 by mu, here what you will write? Mu water by mu you will write or not? Then will ever these two equation will be equal?
No, sir.
Will not be equal, then what? This ray will not be parallel. If both side of this slab medium same, then ray will be what? Parallel. This is one condition. Second condition, tell me if this normal, this all three normal are parallel to each other or not? Normal Sira.
Yes,
How we have written this I equal to this I? When they are parallel, then only na. How we have written this R equal to this R? If suppose slab given like this, slab given like this, tell me for this normal will be this, for this normal will be like this or not?
Yes, sir.
If normal not parallel, then also this equation you will not say that rays are parallel. Means if both faces of the slab are parallel to each, if slab parallel faces parallel, then only normal will be parallel, na? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling if this slab, this face and this face not parallel, then normal will also not parallel. And if normal not parallel, then emergent ray and incident ray will not be parallel. It means two conditions should satisfy here. One, both side of this slab medium should be what? Same. And second, both refracting faces of this slab must be parallel to each other. Then only emergent ray and emergent that incident ray are parallel to each other. Clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Make this diagram. Understood everyone, online students? Understood here?
Yes, sir.
This week we'll have if extra classes taking here, more extra classes will take, Anna. So please cooperate. We can, ray and wave optics are important topics. I don't want to leave any. If leave, then you only have to suffer. Again, you have to come for the this not discussed, this not discussed. So one time properly study. After that, you can work out all questions. Will inform whenever classes are there before to attend that. First, right, 2:20. I have another class. 5 minutes on this. Completed, everyone? Those who have completed, write down note 1 point. At emergent ray will be parallel to incident ray only. Emergent ray will be parallel to incident ray only when, first point, only when both side of the slab, when both side of the slab same medium present, both side of slab same medium present. Second, both refracting faces of the slab, both refracting faces of the slab parallel to each other, both refracting faces of a slab parallel to each other. Clear? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.